A lot of conversation about Elon Musk buying Twitter. Is Elon Musk really gonna go through with purchasing Twitter? That seems to be up in the air, and it seems like he's getting cold feet based on what he's been communicating this week alone. Now, Musk said Tuesday, meaning today, his $44 billion bid to buy Twitter cannot move forward until the social media company can prove that less than 5% of the platform's users are fake, which I think is impossible for them to prove because far more of them are fake. Now, the tweet comes a day after he said he might try to renegotiate a lower price and accused Twitter of potentially misleading him about the number of bots on the platform, the clearest signal yet that he could seek to exit the deal. And just to give you a little bit of proof that he is serious about this, he tweeted 20% fake / spam accounts, while four times that Twitter claims could be much higher. My offer was based on Twitter's SEC filings being accurate. Yesterday, Twitter's CEO publicly refused to show proof that there are less than 5% Twitter bots. This deal cannot move forward until he does. Now, look, anyone who spent any time on Twitter, and Musk spends a lot of time on Twitter, knows that there's more than 5% bots on Twitter.
There might be more than 5% bots that support Elon Musk. Like Musk bots are all over Twitter.
All over Twitter. I mean, it is kind of amazing. Like any 0 follower account that's clearly a bot, if you click on it, it's all crypto stuff and Elon Musk stuff, and that's it. It's actually kind of amazing. But anyway, I don't think Elon Musk is the one like fueling the bots, but I do think A, he knew that Twitter was riddled with bots, and B, I do think he's getting cold feet.
Oh, all right, no, I have definitive opinions on this, so good news for everybody. First of all, it's cold feet Elon, no question. Okay, so there are two possibilities here, and both of them are awesome. One is he's just to show that he actually meant it, and because it's so public, he's gonna follow through on this. Twitter is worth nowhere near $44 billion. He would lose literally tens of billions of dollars. So Twitter already wasn't worth anywhere near that, even before you get to the bot issue, okay? But the bots are not the tip of the iceberg, they are the iceberg. It's a huge percentage of Twitter. I'll get to the CEO comment pretty much proving it in a second. So either he's gonna lose a giant sum of money, or he's going to massively disappoint his right-wing fans. I love it and I'm here for it, and they're all gonna cry and it's gonna be hilarious. Now, which of the two is he likely to do? He's gonna bail. I mean, at this point, it's about an 80-90% chance that he's gonna bail. And he's setting up his excuse. He has to pay $1 billion if he bails on the deal, but he's not gonna pay it. He's gonna do what all rich people do and what Elon Musk has done dozens of times, use his army of lawyers to not pay. He'll pay the lawyers 10 million, 20 million, 40 million to avoid the 1 billion penalty. And he'll say, well, they lied to me. They said 5%, it's a material issue. And by the way, it's not that bad a case, okay?
Yeah,
Even though we don't like Elon Musk and he's a weirdo right-winger, we're fair. He has a decent case to make.
Yeah, let me jump in on that for a second, because I share, and assuming that Elon Musk is genuine about his concern regarding the bots, I share that concern, right? And also, if you're buying a platform that boasts a certain number of active users, if it actually turns out that a huge portion of those active users aren't real people at all and it's nothing more than bots, that is a problem. You're overpaying for a product that has been falsely advertised to you, right? And so I share his concern about that. I think he's right about that. At the same time, even if the number or the percentage of bots on Twitter somehow miraculously ended up being less than 5%, I feel like $44 billion for the platform is still too much money. Way too much money. It's not even close, which then gets to the second point. This pops the myth of the genius oligarchs. So we don't call them oligarchs here in America, but that's what they are. So the billionaires that now run most of our politics, most of our media. Jeff Bezos bought Washington Post. Peter Thiel bankrupted Gawker. And now Elon Musk was looking to buy
Twitter, and of course Zuckerberg owns Facebook, etc. And all these billionaires, at least on economic issues, not necessarily on social issues, but some of them also very much on social and cultural issues, but economically they're all conservative, right? And so, and the media already did this before this new wave of oligarchs, but it helps them as well. Puts out the mythology that these rich men have so much merit. Okay, this is a meritocracy, and the richer they are, the more they merited it. They are all geniuses. And by the way, you people who are poor and middle class, you obviously did not merit it, okay? Now look at this guy. He bumbled into this. He only met with the Twitter executives for 2 or 3 days. He didn't do anywhere near enough due diligence. Even when you're doing due diligence on a company 1% of the size of Twitter, you would go through all of their financials, you would go through all of their numbers, and you would take weeks to do that. To do this in a couple of days, and offer a ridiculous price. Now, a lot of his defenders, of course, because there's always a way to make up a thing about it. Oh no, he was a secret genius because he offered a large price so he could back out of the deal, get into a super messy lawsuit, so he could then offer a lower price.
It's very Trumpian.
Yeah, why didn't he just offer the lower price in the first place? No, but then he couldn't have bought Twitter. Really? It looks like they're a total and utter mess.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So no, he screwed it up 100%. And I'm looking for that lawsuit is inevitable. It looks like he's almost certainly going to back out of the deal. When he does, Twitter will of course sue to try to get the $1 billion. He won't pay, and when they go to that lawsuit, I'm going to be super curious to see where those bots really are coming from. Right? So why are such an enormous percentage of the bots on Twitter supporters of Elon Musk? I have no idea if he did it. It might be some crypto guy.
I really do think it's more crypto related, and Elon Musk has been a big pusher of crypto stuff on Twitter.
Yeah, but he's a crypto guy. So I don't know, but that's why I'm looking forward to the lawsuit, because if it turns out that the bots are pro-Musk bots, Twitter can then say, you owe me the $1 billion. This place is swamped with bots, but it's your bots. Okay, and that would be a hell of a twist.
He's behind the bots.
Yes. And so that's why I don't know, but it's going to be a hell of a lawsuit.
And by the way, there were other warning signs earlier this week. For instance, at a conference in Miami on Monday, Musk said a lower price was not out of the question. The latest indication that he may be distancing himself from his initial $44 billion offer, which was announced on April 25th. By the way, let's also note that Elon Musk seems to really enjoy attention. He seems to enjoy engaging in any type of inflammatory, stunt that would get him headlines. He seems to be more and more like Trump in that regard. So when this story first broke, not this part of the story, but like when the whole Elon Musk might buy Twitter story broke, I dismissed it because it was screaming, I want attention to me, and it was annoying. I found it really annoying. But then it seemed like, no, he met with them, he might really buy this. And now all of a sudden, I think you're right. I think it was impulsive, and now he's starting to have cold feet and second thoughts. Twitter, by the way, meanwhile, filed a proxy statement Tuesday requesting shareholders approve the deal at the $54.20 a share that Musk had offered, saying in a news release that it was committed to completing the transaction on the agreed price and terms. So you're right, it might get a little, might be a sticky situation soon. We'll see.
So last things here. So the offer was serious because he pulled in so many other investors and friends and allies of his to make this offer. It wasn't just his money. And it wasn't just like randos like the Saudi prince. It was not a rando in the financial world. But you might see the right wingers like, oh, he's probably tricking the Saudi prince, right? No, he pulled in friends and really respected people like Larry Ellison. So that offer was very serious. He definitely screwed it up. And last point on how badly he screwed it up. Tesla stock has been dropping since he made the offer to Twitter. I don't know if it's, to what degree those are connected. They're obviously connected to some degree. But maybe people are losing confidence in his ability to run these companies because they saw him pull such an idiotic stunt on this Twitter issue. You know how much of his net worth he's lost since he made the Twitter offer? $57 billion. That's how much the Tesla stock has dropped. His portion of the Tesla stock has dropped. Man, when you lose $57 billion and you haven't even bought Twitter yet, That was not a secret genius move. That was a dumbass move.